What's up, family? Welcome to the Hypothetical Debate Show, the show where comedians argue over topics that mean nothing for points that mean nothing. I'm your host, Sean Grant. Let's get this thing started. Now, the guest on my left, you might have seen her touring her amazing stand-up act at colleges and clubs all around the country. She's also been featured on Fox, CBS, and ABC. Give it up for Kennelia Stradwick. And the gentleman on my right, you've seen him on Revolt TV's Funny AF, and you can currently see him performing on his laptop from his kitchen table, my man, David Murphy.
Still doing that.
Yeah, right there, right there. That's right. You know what? I'm so excited to have you guys. You're so funny. Kennelia, do you have anything to say to Murph before we get started?
I have nothing to say to him. I'm still trying to get over the fact that Murph shaved all of his head now, so now he out here rocking the ball.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
What you gonna say?
I'm gonna beat her ass, and
there you go.
I've been really prepared. I got nothing but time and stimulus money.
Absolutely.
So
Great over here.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's get
She
this
got her
thing
stomach
started.
out, so she trying to come. She came with a snake.
She trying to bribe her brother. No.
Yeah, she's looking all good.
My fiance work. My fiance right there. My fiance right there. Let's get this thing started, man. Uh-oh. You're in trouble. Okay? You're in a court of law. You're facing life in prison for a crime that you may or may not have committed. Which all-time great lawyer do you get to defend you? Is it Johnny Cochran or Matlock? Start with you, Kennelia.
Come on, I'm gonna go with the obvious. The brother Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran.
R.I.P. Okay, R.I.P. Listen, we all know O.J. murdered that woman.
I don't know.
But we don't.
All right, go ahead.
However, brother Johnny
That's right.
put together a seamless defense. Even had O.J. try on the glove in the courtroom. And what did he say?
If it don't fit,
you
must have quit.
You must have quit.
Woo!
Johnny Cochran also represented Michael Jackson when Michael Jackson
That's
was
right.
taken down.
Got
He also represented Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg was
Beat
on
the
trial
murder.
for murder.
Beat
Murder
the-
was the case. I'm gonna go with Johnny Cochran for obvious reasons.
Damn.
Thank you, Johnny.
Here's what just happened. Cornelia just named 3 cases in which we know the defendants were guilty. So by definition, if he represented you, we know you're guilty, right? Because you're saying he represented all these guilty people, right? You're like Michael Jackson. You know, we already know what he did, right? OJ. OJ.
Don't do me like that.
And Calvin Brodus that killed that boy.
No, it was his bodyguard.
I'm gonna say Matlock first of all because he's white, right? Like if I go to court, I want a white lawyer. I want a white lawyer. And he was on the Andy Griffith Show, right? So America associates him with like just positivity and like Mayberry. You know what I'm saying? Like Cochran. You know you in trouble. I just feel like you gonna know. Maybe you got a black jury. I would want a Cochran, but most juries ain't black. So
Right. Well, there's jury selection. Matlock would have people like confess on the stand. He was pretty good. Like people that weren't on trial, just witnesses. You were a witness and you confessed to the murder.
Murph, that was complete bullshit. Okay? It doesn't matter if you're guilty or innocent, and the fact that you saying Snoop, Mike, and OJ were innocent. The fact of the matter is, you said that, and he still got them off. So I don't understand what we're saying. If you going, if I don't care if I'm going to court for a traffic ticket or if I ram somebody down on the street, I'm going with Johnny Cochran. Matlock, because he a white man. Where does that got us?
I know he's good at what he does.
Where does that got us?
He's good at what he does, but that look, the court system is all about what we see, what biases we bring into the courtroom.
You need to go with
and
your brother.
They've done studies. And
I'm ashamed.
white lawyers can get better.
I'm ashamed.
I'm making that up.
Okay.
But I'm about to make up a stat. But
You never see. That's what you don't do.
86%
On the Hypothetical Debate Show, you never admit when you, because we don't have a stats department, you never admit when you made up a fact.
Yeah.
We don't have fact checkers here. You see, so you just defeated yourself.
No.
We gotta go with Johnny Cochran, man. Plus, Johnny Cochran, he's real.
Yeah,
That's what some of y'all, the how great Johnny Cochran is. Bullies, okay? They are life's first test. In cinema, they provide a great obstacle for any teenage protagonist. But what I want to know is which cinematic bully is worse, okay? Is it Regina George from Mean Girls, or is it Biff Tanner from Back to the Future? Start with you, Kennelia. What say you?
This is very simple. I'm gonna go with Regina George.
Regina George.
Especially over the last couple of months, we've seen the ramifications that happens when you're dealing with a Karen. And Regina is a Karen. That's it. Ain't no change. She got a whole Instagram page.
Oh,
Karen's gone wild. Regina is a Karen gone wild.
That's right.
I rest my case.
Wow.
Well, I mean, she was a child. It's not even comparable. Biff Tanner. First of all, Biff Tanner was 6'3", 220 pounds, and 40 years old in high school. Okay, that's it. Let's just put that. He could have played the principal in that same movie. Like, I don't know how they got past anybody. But he had the ability to call you butthead and make it sound like motherfucker.
Right.
And chicken he made chicken Marty McFly's N-word.
Right.
That's how much a bully was. He clearly has some sort of trauma, dealing with manure at some point in his life. I don't know where that came from.
Right.
It's just a random fact. He's mean to his grandmother. He called his what did he call his grandmother? A old bag. Called her an old bag. Yeah, man. He was and he bullied himself. He came back and bullied himself, tried to give himself the almanac, and he was hitting himself. That's how much.
Oh, that's right. As a young man,
he came back and kept all himself and
beat himself up
as an old man.
Now wait, but I mean, well, look, ladies. I don't know. Is this true, Kennelia? Are women are they meaner as far as when they get a female bully? Because I've never had a female, but are they meaner? They break your spirit down. That's what I've heard.
It's not meaner. It's a different type of warfare. It's psychological warfare versus physical.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
I would argue that Regina is bigger bully than Biff, mainly because she was trying to inflict damage on these young impressionable minds. Biff was just trying to get the sports almanac. What you
But
I'm gonna compare mental trauma to the sports almanac.
But at least with Regina, she hung out with the girl, so at least she was being some kind of friend. Like, she was mean to her, but she still had her come hang out. Had her come in the drop top. Had her come in the drop top.
That's the worst snake in the Garden of Eden. The snake was trying to
need you
be
to
cool
start
with
making Bible
Adam and Eve, and then he came in on the low, and then he did them dirty, and then they ended up getting banished from the garden.
Oh my God!
It's in the Bible.
You keep using the Bible. That's like you keep trouble.
Well, and that'll get you a win with me usually, because I do love the Bible.
Usually, not today. That means not today. I heard that usually.
I gotta keep it real. Biff, he bullied him all throughout time and creation.
Yeah.
He bullied him
70 years of bullying.
He's bullied him in the future and in the past. I gotta go with Biff Tanner. That's a badass bully, man.
Y'all don't love the Lord.
Let me ask you guys something. If time travel was possible, what would be more beneficial? A 1-hour dinner with your great-great-great-grandparents, or a 1-hour dinner with your great-great-great-grandkids? Now, I'm going to start with you, Kennelia. What say you?
You know, as someone who lifts up my ancestors,
That's right.
as someone
Forget where you come
who
from.
connects to my heritage,
That's right.
I feel like it would be more beneficial to me to talk to my great-great-great-grandparents. Mainly because, you know, if we all want to know our history, we all want to know the past. And if I could time travel, that means I can bring items with me. So I'm bringing a Uzi, and I'm bringing weapons so they can kill the man.
Right.
So I'm doing a benefit. I'm doing service to our people.
Dang, I
by
think
giving
about
them
that.
the tactical solutions necessary.
I never said you could travel with
You
weapons.
didn't say you could.
Yeah, so you go
I'm
back
going
to
to travel, and I'm going to travel with them with knowledge in a book because, one, I don't know if they could read yet because, you know, they didn't really teach us how to read.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to come with the knowledge and tell them about this little thing called Apple.
That's when you did it.
Microsoft.
That's right.
That's what I'm going to tell you.
Giving them stock secrets.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, what say you, Merv?
I'm gonna say it's better to meet with your grandkids, right? Because it's better to give advice because I'm a giver in life. You know, it's better. You know, it's better to give than receive. Is that what we live by in the Bible? Is that what we go by? Right? 'Cause like, I don't know what she.
I'm gonna let you hang your mouth. I'm
And then you get to also, by seeing your grandkids, it's proof that you've been fucking, right? It's proof that your seed is continued. You know, like there's no proof in her version. Right. Now I want to know that I'm still these things are still moving and swimming in here. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
Now they've got these grandkids. They're gonna take my advice. They're gonna be rich. I'm giving them all kind of advice. Yeah, so that's my point.
You want to give advice? Okay.
Yeah. First of all, if someone need proof down the line that they've been fucking, they ain't been fucking.
Under the belt.
Second, Murph said he like to give. I've known Murph for quite a while. He ain't getting the damn thing. So I don't know what you're gonna be providing. Murph won't go into the future.
I gave somebody COVID earlier in all this stuff.
Okay? I want to talk to my great grands.
Right.
Because we learn from the past and you learn from your elders. Unless you got ashy elders, and I don't think I have ashy elders.
Yeah.
So I want all of them.
But you get to see the future. I want to see the future, right? Imagine you get to electric slide. It's 2090, and you're in there getting with your grandkids electric slide, like learning to dance and stuff, and all kind of stuff.
You're gonna bring back some dances from the future.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm buying stock for them. I'm buying stock so they can be rich and millionaires. My grandkids will be millionaires, so I'm buying stock and I'm gonna keep that for them.
What if you go and you meet your great-great-grands and they raggedy?
Oh,
then what?
Yeah,
they raggedy.
I know my daughter ain't shit. I know she ain't raised my grandkids.
That would be very sad dinner, man. You know what? I'm curious. What kind of weapons would you bring back to the?
Whatever needs to be taken back and take out the man.
What you bringing back? Machine guns to slavery? What?
We're trying to take out the man.
Oh, so you gonna bring it?
White man.
No, I directed Adam's okay.
You gonna Dr. King with a shotgun? You with a machine gun?
Yeah.
Guns and weaponry were one of the things that caused us to become enslaved because we didn't have that type of arsenal. So if I come back,
black people don't even use the word weaponry. Weaponry. I don't even know. We don't even use that word, so I know she.
I heard black people say that.
Weaponry. That's a white word. Weaponry. I can't even say it. That's how much I don't say that word.
Man, you know what? You could have brought back some future guns. You didn't think about that.
Yeah, because you could have got some laser beams, some jets and shit.
Came back with it, and we could have did something now. But you know what? I usually like to transition the points and give it to the other person, but damn, Kennelia, what can that? I think she just ended slavery.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Now, I have two amazing comedians with me, so I'm delighted to bring up this next topic. Roasting, joning, the dozens, ranking, whatever you call your regional battle of insults, it is a rite of passage for all funny people. Now, what I want to ask you guys, in an all-time great roast battle, who wins? Is it Richard Pryor or is it Robin Harris? Two all-time legends. I'm going to start with you, Kennelia. Who you got?
I'm going to go with King Richard.
King Richard.
Right. Mainly because Richard already admitted his flaws. You can't roast somebody who already telling you what they did wrong. He was the original B Rabbit on 8 Mile.
Wow.
I am white. I am poor. I do live in a trailer with my mom.
Yeah.
Richard told y'all that he was freebasing and set him on his own self on fire. What else can Robin use against him?
Dang, that's true.
He gave himself away. I'm going with Richard because he's the king. And low key, unless you're a comedian fan, a lot of people don't even know who Robin Harris is. I know who he is because I love him.
Yeah.
But y'all don't. Murph probably don't know because Murph don't like black people.
She came with the she's throwing it. Okay. All right, that's ridiculous. First of all, Robin Harris, clearly the better roaster because he's from the streets. Little comedy knowledge, guys. Comedy Act Theater.
Oh, yeah.
The Comedy Act Theater he used to host, and he used to roast. My dad personally told me he used to go to these shows and would leave him in tears. I'll even reference House Party.
Right.
House Party. You remember that? Follow drip. That's Robin Harris. That's Robin Harris. That's a classic. No, Richard Pryor give me a Richard Pryor line from a movie.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll wait.
Thank you. Richard Pryor actually had movies.
Oh, yeah.
No disrespect to Robin.
But it's better. I'm a quality over quantity type guy. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Robin Harris died early. He was partying a little bit too much. Right. But that's how great he was. He died early.
Yeah.
That's how great he was. If you live past 60, you ain't great.
Right.
You ain't great. Richard Pryor was 75. He was 75 in a wheelchair. You ain't great. You ain't turning up.
And you could say that Robert was kind of, he kind of like was responsible for the Def Jam era.
Yeah,
Would you say that?
Exactly, I will say
Listen,
that.
according to Murph's knowledge, if you live to be old, you ain't great. That means Stevie Wonder is raggedy.
Oh,
that's what
I'm
he's
talking about
saying.
comedy.
He don't like Stevie Wonder. Murph,
I like that.
he don't like black people. He don't like Stevie Wonder.
You don't like Stevie Wonder?
He don't like
I love
the
Stevie
Lord.
Wonder.
He don't love the
The
Lord.
Lord. Oh, she's trying to get the black.
No, this is working on me.
I'm trying to get the black vote. Okay?
I love Jesus.
I'm gonna go with
I wasn't
Richard
convinced,
because-
man. You know what? Just because Murph don't love Jesus and black people, I gotta go with King Richard. And also, King Richard, like you said, he said all his flaws. What would Robin even roast on? The man talks about all the stuff, man. We gotta go with Richard Pryor on this one.
Oh my.
You know, guys, there are some professions that are notorious with sexual promiscuity. And most of them have nothing to do with the sex business. I've narrowed them down to these two. And I must know from you guys, who sleeps around more? Is it barbers or is it personal trainers? I'm gonna start with you, Kennelia. What say you?
As a woman who has had both barber and personal trainer,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to say barbers sleep around more. And I ain't saying they sleeping with me. I'm saying I see everybody that hit them chairs, and I see the barber chatter, and I hear it because again, when you're in a barber chair and you're a woman, you are in the locker room.
Right,
so I hear the locker room chatter, and I know what they be doing. Okay, I know what they be doing.
That's straight up.
So I'm going to go with barbers. They sleep around a little more because what y'all don't know, personal trainer, yeah, it's more physical, and you know you got girls in the workout outfits, and they be like, yeah, go give me a couple more reps.
Yeah.
However,
That's
the
their voice right
barbers
there.
make you feel like it is. The barbers make you feel like that they're your therapist, so they get you to
Yeah.
open up, confide in them. Then once you win, they be like, what you doing later?
Right.
And then it's on.
And they use the kids too. They go,
Yeah,
what's up, big man?
exactly.
Give 'em
They give
a
a
little
book,
lollipop.
They
But-
giving out books at the barbershop now.
But here's the thing, barbers, they do hit on the moms that come, whatever. But I remember a barber used to try to hit on my mom, but I would always badmouth him because he just put his nuts on my hand. When you put the nuts on the hand, you sit in the barber chair, you get the hand, and they put the nuts on your hand and they like line you up.
Yeah.
And that's what he would do.
Wait, Mark, what do you
Teabag your hand, man. Teabag your hand. I told him, Mama, he put his nuts on my hand when he lining me up, first of all. And then second of all.
Talk about personal trainer, man.
Alright, okay, I went to the whole personal trainers clearly give more chicks because they're dealing with women. And the woman, you know, the women are there and they see a man like touching, he's like that strong, it's like they become weak for him. You know, and then they always gonna have you do more sets. As soon as you're tired, everybody knows, every trainer's gonna be like, yeah, so what you up to this weekend?
Yeah.
That's because they gotta talk in between sets.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is. I told my girlfriend, you go and talk to the nigga during the sets.
Yeah.
Right? You gotta keep it simple. I don't know, that's all I got.
If you talk between sets, that's gonna lead to sex.
Yeah, eventually. And you're gonna find out you're single because you can talk about your personal
It's
life.
not gonna lead to sex because usually a lot of personal trainers be actually outside of the job. They ain't making no money. They ain't making no
Barbers
money. So it
making
ain't gonna
money.
lead to exactly barbers making money, especially if they traveling barbers or they might cut a couple people hair who like in the industry or whatever. They got a little more brand. They more likely to get the draws
And they ain't paying
from
taxes.
a
though.
woman.
Barbers ain't paying taxes.
Personal
No
trainers
woman-
can't pay taxes because they ain't getting no pay. They not making money.
Hey.
Okay?
No, I think personal trainer. And then clearly, women, when you like a man who's in shape, right? That's you told me she like a ram. She was trying to date a ram about
That's
a year
not
ago.
true.
She was
Oh,
trying to date a ram about a year
business.
ago.
That's
You gotta
good.
put my business.
I like that. No, that's a good tactic.
Second, I wasn't.
You know what? I was gonna say barber because barbers are funny and they do make a lot more money. But I will say because you went personal, I'm gonna have to give you because that's how you do it on this show.
Well,
When you
technically,
dig
ram
personal
life.
business out there, that influences me. Now look, guys, you know you made it a tough decision for me. You guys are both hilarious, and I want you guys to stay in touch with these guys no matter what. Okay, but only one person can win here on the Hypothetical Debate Show, and I gotta keep it real, man. It's Kennelia Stradwick. She won, man. She came with the points.
Man,
She
that's
killed
terrible.
it. She used personal
That's
tactics, the Bible.
terrible.
What do you have to say to the people, Kennelia?
You know, giving honor to God, who's the head of my life. I would like to first thank everybody who's been down with me from the start. Thank you, Sean,
Of
for
course.
supporting me and allowing me to have this wonderful platform to whoop Murph's ass
Yeah.
in public. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right. What do you have to say?
First, I want to say fuck this show.
Yeah.
I want to say fuck this set. I mean, look, you got two. You ain't got no
That's
background.
why you lost.
Hey, you got a fake ass IKEA set. You got these.
You
got
didn't say
these
none of this at the
chairs.
beginning of the show,
Yo,
man.
It's terrible, man. He got the stimulus money.
wait
That's
till
all he
you
can do
lose.
with stimulus money, bro.
You wait
like
till you
this,
lose. That hurts.
the show is big, man.
I pay for all that.
This
My own money.
show is rich. I can tell. You got $1,200 to work with.
Well, that's all for today, family. Thanks for watching. Continue the debate on our social media at Hype Debate. And I want to thank my amazing guests, Kennelia and David, my director, Adam Johns, my producer, Thalia Williams. I'm Sean Grant. See you next time on the Hypothetical Debate Show.